We built btwb to support independent gyms. These gym owners have unique journeys that led them to create incredible communities in their towns or cities all around the world. Spotlight is going to help tell these stories and celebrate these people. All right, Devin, I appreciate you making some time to chat this morning.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Of course, let everybody know what's the name of your gym and where are you located?
Yeah, so our affiliate is Middle Path CrossFit, and we're in Kalispell, Montana.
Why do I know Kalispell, Montana? I know.
We're about 30 minutes from Glacier National Park,
Oh,
so we're
that's cool.
pretty close
Okay.
to a big park here. Yeah,
Hot in the summer, bitterly cold in the winter. How is it there?
it's actually not too bad. We're down in a valley, so the weather is probably more mild than it is other parts of the state. But yeah, we get quite a bit of snow, and it actually just snowed in the mountains a couple days ago. So first day of summer, our glacier saw about 10 inches. Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
I bet, I talked to a lot of gym owners over the years, and there's usually a story behind names. Why Middle Path CrossFit?
Yeah, so it kind of bridges our two worlds. So I'm obviously an affiliate owner, but I'm also a doctor of acupuncture and Chinese medicine. And we practice a more classical version of the medicine that is more holistic in its approach. And it's a phrase we've kind of always used in our clinic that we feel like we walk a really good middle path between Western medicine and alternative and natural medicine. So I've been in practice for about 10 years alongside my dad. And it's just been, yeah, a phrase that we kind of tossed around. And so when we thought about opening a gym, there's a lot of stigma around CrossFit of being
There
too intense.
can be.
Yeah. So we strive really hard to kind of, again, just walk that middle path between, not being too extreme in the sport and balancing the lifestyle wellness and yeah, just trying to split the difference between kind of the extreme ends that people seem to come across. So really
I'm
good thing.
fascinated. So you're the
Yeah.
first person I've talked to that's involved in the world of Chinese medicine, let alone a doctor. So for the uninitiated like myself,
Yeah.
what is it? What's it all about? When I hear that word, what should come to mind?
Yeah. So we do a lot of different work. I think most people are familiar with acupuncture and Chinese medicine for pain relief. But because of the style that we practice, it's a classical five element. We also do a lot of mental emotional work and trauma recovery. And so it's um, just a more holistic way of approaching patient care and kind of getting to know people beyond just the symptoms they're coming in with and who they are and what makes them who they are and what brings them joy and kind of unraveling health issues from that space. But we do a lot of work with veterans and military, especially when it comes to the trauma work. So helping people just get back to feeling like themselves and let go of the things that they've been through and hold on to that have
Wow.
become some of the physical stuff that they experience. So it's a
What's the
beautiful
path to
medicine.
helping out with some of that trauma? Is it the acupuncture that you mentioned, or is it something
Yeah.
else that helps with that?
No, it's the acupuncture. It's our bodies just have a way of kind of holding on to things that we've been through in life and not everything physical that comes in is has a psychological component, but we do see that a lot of times it is. It's just I describe it as like these breadcrumbs that just get left behind from the things that we go through and experience and we collect enough of those breadcrumbs it can turn into pain, sleep issues, digestion,
Hmm.
anxiety, different stuff. So part of our job in the treatment room is to help the body kind of let go of that it's holding on to and just start regulating itself and getting back to feeling good. So yeah.
So most people will have nightmares about thrusters and burpees, but if they go to your
Yeah.
gym, you get thrusters, burpees, and needles.
Yeah, we put it all in one roof.
That's
Yeah.
fantastic. That's very cool. It's a very cool combining
Yeah.
of a couple words there, a couple
Yeah.
worlds.
Yeah.
You said, when we were going back and forth, setting up the chat today
Mm,
that one of the goals when you opened your gym was to build a space, which you said was the 85% of people
mm,
who you don't think would ever consider walking into a CrossFit gym.
yeah.
How, I think that phrase will resonate with people. How did you actually go about trying to make the space welcoming like that for those folks?
Yeah. Well, it's interesting because it is so our clinic and our gym are in the same space. So when you first walk in, you actually don't see a gym. You see
Okay.
a wall of tea, and I've got herbs behind me. But our whole lobby is basically just looks like it actually looks like a tea shop
Hmm.
when you walk in. So it's I think the environment goes a long way in that, and also just yeah, just trying to get people in the door. We had a really good foundational group, some people that had had experience with CrossFit before, and some that were patients who we kind of just talked them into trying it out, and we let the coaching kind of back up the challenge there of it's safe, it's inclusive, and
Mm.
just have them invite people in and let it grow from there. So I think the coaching has a lot to do with we tend to back up, what we're putting out there and keeping people safe, and we don't have a lot of injuries we deal with within the space. People feel pretty good, and we keep a pretty heavy social media presence,
Mm.
so that hopefully when people get to our social media, they see somebody that looks like them, or we had a gal join us, she's a newer member, and she's actually on oxygen,
Oh,
so she's
wow.
dealing with some health stuff, and, she came in and we did a very modified version of Murph for her, but we had another member who brought a friend in, and the mom come in and saw this lady, and she's like, "Well, if she can do it, I can do it." So, you
Fair
know,
enough.
that is just showing off our community and celebrating them and sharing their stories, and yeah, making it feel like, anyone can do it, so,
And I
yeah,
think I've got a sense of this just based on what you've been saying, but for somebody that hasn't been to your gym, maybe hasn't poked around your social media
yeah,
profile, every gym kind of has a different vibe, which is wonderful, whether it's skews a bit of a younger demographic, older demographic, mixed bag, a lot of families with kids, competitive, less competitive,
mhm.
how would you describe the folks at your gym?
Oh, it's interesting. I think we have a decent mix. We're definitely an older demographic. Our morning class, I think we're probably like 60 plus is
Oh, cool.
most of our
Okay.
members in that class, and an unintentional legends program. So it's just our normal class. But we do have a couple teenagers. I have a couple people who have been doing CrossFit on and off for 10 plus years.
Mm,
And so we do have some veterans in the space, but most of our members are here to reach goals that have absolutely nothing to do with the gym. And they
mm,
just want to feel better and live a better life outside of the gym. And so we've got a few that get into some of the sports side of it and the competitive side, but it's mostly lifestyle and just want to hurt a little less and feel a little better. So
hmm
yeah.
Most gym owners that I talk to are interested in having more members, expanding their business, And so you've been open, I believe, for just about a year, right? A little over a year now.
Yep.
Which is congratulations. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Thank you.
So you're
Thank you.
certainly in the growth phase. I'm
Mhm.
always curious to hear from gym owners, what have you found works to actually get new people in the door?
Yeah, I think patience.
I
Just
guess here too, businesses, yeah, kind of lend themselves
well,
well to each
well,
other.
and patience and like just being patient,
Mm,
of allowing, the work that we're putting into the business to just bring the right people in. We do have a smaller space because it all operates out of one. So, a large class for us is 7 or 8 people.
gotcha.
And
Okay.
we keep it intentionally small so we can, give the attention we want to with the coaching, and then we just kind of let people find their way in because of the clinic. We do get people exposed to our space, and we open up the doors to the community on the weekends for the tea side of what we do. So we get people that wander in and see it, and it doesn't look so scary. So they come try it. And yeah, so it's just kind of showing up and letting people, you know,
What is it on the weekend? Is it like just open as a tea shop or tea tasting, or what's the deal?
yeah, well, it's a little bit of both. So we have a collection of teas of about 160 teas that
Wow.
has a whole other accidental side business that we started a couple years ago.
What's the best seller? What do people like? You just can't keep on the shelves.
We have one that's called Golden Dragon, which is an yerba mate. It's got some chai spices in it. It's one that we have a lot of people get off energy drinks and stuff doing that one. So
Oh,
more
really?
natural caffeine, and it's really good hot, really good cold. So but yeah, we open up Saturdays, Fridays and Saturdays are kind of our community day. We see patients Monday through Thursday. We run the gym all week. And so it's a way for us to just open our doors and let people come in and shop and meet us and ask all the questions about the 5 million things that we're doing. And yeah, just kind of take it from there. So it's
And
fun.
and both of these businesses or all these businesses are both in cahoots, you and your dad together, right?
Yep. Yep. Yeah, we've co-run our clinic for 10 years, and yeah, the gym's a year old and the tea is kind of a new expansion within the space, but yeah, we're doing it all. So
That's pretty cool. And how is it working with a family member? I mean, I guess, is there any work-life separation, or is it always just intertwined, because it's tough to
yeah,
shut it off?
it's always intertwined. We really love what we do. There's so much just showing up and living the medicine, living the lifestyle that just feels good. So usually when we're not at the business, we're at a coffee shop, talking shop unintentionally. It's not really it's yeah, we don't go out of our way to kind of shut it off, but it's
Hmm.
good. I grew up playing sports, so kind of always been, I was a softball player, so we were always at the fields working on hitting or something. And so we've been doing it a long time in other forms as well. But yeah, no, I love
That's
it.
pretty awesome.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, you've obviously got a lot going on between various businesses. I mean, I mean, anyone who's not familiar with it, running a gym, if it
Mhm.
sounds easy, it's not. There's so many things
Uh,
people don't understand has to actually happen. So why, with all the things that you could have chosen, why did you choose BTWB and the all-in-one?
Yeah, we were exploring new gym software. I think the thing that originally drew us in was some of the behind the scenes, like the statistics, and
Mm,
being able to, um, yeah, just kind of go down that rabbit hole. The numbers are fun and cool, and we were really good at getting our members, for the most part, to log their stuff
nice.
because of the older demographic. They don't really care what their numbers are. So it's nice for me as a coach and as a gym owner to be able to look behind the scenes and see where we're growing or not growing, and being able to, kind of track that for them in a way. I like that side of things. So it's
Nice.
that was kind of the thing that drew us in. And then once we got established, it's been really easy to use, which I've appreciated both as a business owner and but also someone who's not very tech savvy.
Nor am I, by the way.
It's been super easy to do, and also learn, like, if we want to integrate something else, to be able to do it without having to put a bunch of extra time into trying to figure it out. So
That's
that's been
very cool. Well, I'm glad to hear it's worked out so well for you. So let people
yeah.
know maybe they're going to visit that area. They're going to go to
Yeah.
that, you said national park in the area, maybe hit some skiing up, whatever. How can people find out more about you, your gym, or whatever? Go ahead and let us know.
Yeah, so we're on Instagram, Middle Path CrossFit, Instagram, Facebook, all the things. Our clinic name is Jing Shen Healing Arts. So it's there's some overlap there, but that's how you'd get connected to the tea shop. So anybody in the area, if you're a tea drinker, we've got a lot to offer in that department as well. And yeah, that's social media is probably the best way to find us. We're in the heart of downtown, so it's
Okay.
yeah, we're pretty easy.
Swing in for Fran and a little golden dragon.
Yeah, there you go.
That'd be great. Well, very cool. Devin, I appreciate you letting us
Yeah,
know a
thank
bit
you.
about your community, what you have going on there. And If I find
Right.
myself in that neck of the woods, I'll pop in for some fitness and some tea.
Awesome. Please do. All
Thanks
right.
again.
Yeah, thank you.